Good afternoon, Volunteer State Pioneer fans. This is Tim Reese on the VolState Sports Network. Had a little bit of technical difficulties as we got started today, running a little bit behind on getting the broadcast started. Had our computer lock up on us for some unknown reason, and a power glitch out on the scoreboard and the breaker out there, and that's knocked out our center field camera for right now. We'll effort to get that fixed. But umpires are here. The teams are here. We will be playing baseball today here at Pioneer Field. Let's get to our Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. First for our visitors from Cumberland University, their junior varsity squad. Dylan Johnson leads off playing left field. J.J. Odom at shortstop, batting second. Hunter Williams is at second base. He hits third. Wyatt Gateline is a DH, batting cleanup. Cole Austin bats fifth, plays first base. Wyatt Hurt, the center fielder, hits sixth. Ben Sills out in right field. He'll bat seventh. Wyatt Jones at third base, hitting eighth. And Logan Williams behind the plate, batting ninth. On the mound for Cumberland Junior Varsity, Hunter Brown. I believe he is actually down off of the varsity squad. He shows under the varsity roster, as does Wyatt Hurt, their center fielder. And Cumberland JV is coached by Antonio Casas, former relief pitcher here, as we are set for our national anthem. Kobe Ross is on the hop, so we'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network. And Kobe Ross says,
Play ball.
play ball. Beautiful sunny day here in Middle Tennessee and Gallatin, Tennessee. As Cumberland just about 40 minutes away in Lebanon, Tennessee. A short drive over on Highway 109 over to get to Gallatin, Tennessee. Normally play Cumberland 4 times in a spring season, 2 here at VolState and then 2 at Woody Hunt Field in Lebanon. But this year only getting 1 game in due to weather and schedule and conflicts like that. Let's get you the defensive alignment for VolState as we're getting a late start here. Gage Hoover out in left field. Devin Thrain in center, Reed Mashinsky in right. That's the normal 3 outfielders. And normal infield as well. A.J. Armstrong at third, Brady Nepper at short, Drew Plummer at second, Easton Denning at first base. Behind the plate, Scotty Dean catching Gavin King. First collegiate appearance for Gavin King, the freshman from Liberty Creek High School. Originally signed out of high school to head to South Carolina and Columbia, South Carolina, but ended up developing arm trouble his senior year of high school, and they ended up taking a scholarship away. He ended up going down to, what's the name of that JUCO he was at? Northwest? Florida Southwestern Junior College down in Florida. Was down there for a semester and transferred back home here, and he's been recuperating here at VolState, pitching in some inter-squad games. as we are set to go. First pitch is just outside as we try to get our cameras working. Yeah. There's a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Game time temperature 63 degrees here in 156. Getting started a little bit early. Another fastball on the outside corner called strike. King will rush it up there. In high school, understand 94, 95 as he gets a strikeout on the first batter he faces at the collegiate level. And that is a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout of Dylan Johnson.
Off the bat, J.J. Odom.
J.J. Odom stands in. They don't have any statistical accomplishments for Cumberland JV. Don't even have a roster for these teams. Lucky I got numbers and names. Had first initials and last names. There is a line drive base hit off the bat of J.J. Odom on another fastball. It has been all that Gavin King has delivered. J.J. Odom brings Hunter Williams to the plate. Hunter is an upperclassman, I believe. I've called his name for several years on the JV squad. He looks at a called strike. On deck, Wyatt Gateline, the DH. Squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, and a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Umpires for today's game, Devin Neely behind home plate, and center of the field right now is the base umpire. Swing and a foul tipped into the mitt, and a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout for out number 2.
Off the bat,
Had some Chick-fil-A this morning for breakfast. My usual number 4 chicken scramble bowl meal. The large sweet tea I'm still sipping on. Probably about my 3rd cup of that. Fastball again on the inside corner. Lots of folks here very interested in Gavin King's performance today. At least a dozen with radar guns, as there's his first breaking pitch swung on and missed by Gateline, the DH. On deck, Cole Austin, the first baseman. 2 outs and a runner at first. There's a fastball for a called strike as Gavin King strikes out the side. A Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout to end the first. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We'll try to get up and running here. Get back in the regular routine. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At VolState, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at VolState are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at VolState, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
On the mound for Cumberland, left-hander Hunter Brown. See if we have any information about Mr. Brown. 6'2", 187-pound sophomore from Greenbrier, Tennessee, former Bobcat. Don't know if he's gotten any action for Cumberland this year. Anytime you play the junior varsity squads, you don't have much in the way of information. Leading off, Luke Lawson. Getting the start in the leadoff spot, back in that DH role, and he swings at the first pitch he sees. Comes up empty. Luke hitting .310. This is his 19th start, or 19th game, 15th start. 13 hits, all singles. There's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Hunter Brown has 3 appearances for the varsity squad, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, walked 3, struck out 2. Not sure how much he's getting on junior varsity, 4.50. That's got it in this dark red on their website, and I can't see. I think that is ERA. Breaking pitch stays down. Good take there by Luke Lawson on a really good pitch by Hunter Brown. We're playing 1 9-inning contest today. Originally scheduled, I believe, for a doubleheader, but weather and other scheduling issues caused this to become a 9-inning game. Full Count Ministries, full count to Luke Lawson with Reed Mashinsky in the on-deck circle. Lawson, Mashinsky, Denning due up here in the bottom of the first. Hit high out to center field. Back goes Wyatt Hurt, and he gets under it to make the catch for the first out. Lawson, with the speed he has, he does not want to hit the ball up in the air. He wants to get that ball on the ground. Use his speed. Mashinsky, redshirt sophomore from Bradenton, Florida, stands in. Having an excellent year, hitting .313, playing and starting in his 36th game of the year. 9 doubles, 3 triples, which leads the team and is in the top 5 in the conference. 20 RBIs. Looks at a fastball just inside. Emailing with Karen Mashinsky this morning, and going to get Reed on the way to a alumni brick that we'll put in the baseball alumni patio just inside the gate here at the Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. Been around for 3 years. It's going to be weird next year when Reed Mashinsky is not walking around the campus or hanging out at the ball field. Pitch in the dirt. Count goes 3 balls and a strike. The right-handed hitting right fielder, strong throwing arm. Runs well. He'll find a gap, and it's where he picks up those triples down that right field line. He finds a gap right here, and let's see if that gets down. Diving attempt not made. Hurt will pick it up as it got past Ben Sills, who tried to make a diving catch. And Reed Mashinsky with a dudette double with a 1 out. Reed's 10th double of the year, and that breaks a tie between he and Gage Hoover for second place on the squad. Mashinsky has a lot of power, or hits the ball well to right field. Does not have a home run yet this year. Not going to dazzle you with the home run ball. This guy will. Easton Denning had one taken away from him the other day against Motlow, or at least that's what he would tell you, as will Lucas Wilburn, the first base coach. But the umpire, whose opinion mattered, did not think that ball stayed fair when it curved at the fair pole down the right field line. He smokes one foul there. One hops over the fence and into the Bobby Hudson Pavilion down the right field line. Bobby Hudson, the athletic director here at VolState. Been the athletic director since 2006, but he's been an employee since 1986. 39th year at VolState. Fastball outside. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. On deck, Gage Hoover. Been the cleanup hitter most of the year. Denning been right in that 3-hole all year long. He has started every game. This is his 41st, and he drills another one foul. Out ahead of the offering from Hunter Brown. Two balls, 2 strikes. Mashinsky out at second base with a 1-out double. Brown looks back at second and delivers. That pitch is outside. We'll have another full count. Ministries full count. And the pitch fought off to the left side. That will get into the grass. Did not get into the road as students or faculty or folks trying to come onto campus driving by the baseball field. That's what you don't want to happen. You just happen to be driving by and you get one in the windshield. Full count pitch. Driven into right field. That will get down for a fair ball and roll to the corner. Denning will pick up his 17th double of the year. Another dudette double. Back-to-back dudette doubles for Mashinsky and Denning. And Reed Mashinsky scores the Framework Athletics' first run of the game. Team leading 47th RBI for Denning. He's 4th in the conference in that category. Came in 2nd in the conference in doubles with 16. That's his 17th. And Gage Hoover stands in. He leads the club in home runs with 8. Takes a healthy hack there and fouls it straight back. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Hit After Hit. Thanks to Lim Pilkington and their support of VolState baseball. Hoover, a sophomore from Stewart's Creek High School, Smyrna, Tennessee. Cut at a breaking pitch. He's down in the count 0-2. Hello to Mike and Angie, his parents. And the homers, the hoppers up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ground ball to third. Wyatt Jones stays down, gloves, throws across the diamond in the dirt, dug out of there by Cole Austin to retire Gage Hoover. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Brings up another redshirt sophomore, Devin Thrain. Thrain hitting .286, playing in his 35th game, all starts. 6 doubles, a triple, a home run, 21 RBIs. Devin, the center fielder, primary center fielder, swings at a high fastball, fouls it into the mid of Logan Williams behind the plate. On deck, Drew Plummer as Hunter Williams comes over to check on Easton Denning at second base. Brown steps off. Thrain does not offer at the pitch down at his knees, and it's called strike 2. D-Train from Summit High School. Down Thompson Station, Spring Hill. He drives one in the right field. That's down for a base hit. Charging is Ben Sills, rounding the bag as Denning, and a throw will be cut off. An RBI single for Devin Thrain makes the score 2-0.
After that,
Drew Plummer been the leadoff man last several weeks. Now we'll work out of the 6 hole. Another redshirt sophomore, he and Devin Thrain, high school teammates at Summit High School. Utility player for VolState, been in that second base slot. Throw over to first, and Thrain is back in time. Plum hitting .283. This is his 39th game. It's the 41st game of the year for the Pioneers. Leads the team in runs scored with 41. Driven in 30 runs. Backs away from a high fastball. He's got 7 doubles, 3 big flies. He's also the team leader in stolen bases, 16. Tied for 5th in the conference in that category. But you can't steal first. This is not banana ball. Savannah Bananas. Some of you may have seen those games. I have not, but I do understand that you can steal first. I think on a wild pitch or pass ball. Nice snag there by Logan Williams behind the plate. The count goes 3 balls and no strikes. On deck is Scotty Dean, the catcher for the Pioneers. Head women's basketball coach Otis Key in attendance. I see him down just behind the on-deck circle. He's on the phone, I'm sure, with a big recruit. 3-0 pitch taken for a called strike. 4 sports here at VolState. Lady Pioneers are taking on the Lady Salukis of Southwest Tennessee across campus. Conference action. They have a doubleheader today. 3-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Well, the Full Count Ministries full count with 2 outs. D-Train will be on the move. First base. Stay tuned. After the game, we'll have the Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Got 2 to pick from. I may go with both. Runner goes, pitches inside, ball 4. Throw down to second just for the fun of it. And Thrain moves down there rather quickly, but does not get credit for a stolen base. Runners at first and second brings up Scotty Dean, sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee. Scotty having to tighten up the shoelaces on that right shoe. Hitting .276. This is his 30th game of the year, all starts. 21 hits, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. He's been plunked 12 times. That leads the club. He hits one high out to left field. Back goes Dylan Johnson. He's going to watch that one sail out of here for a 3-run home run for Scotty Dean on the first pitch he sees from Hunter Brown. Dean picks up his 3rd big fly of the year and RBIs 9, 10, and 11. Good to see Scotty get one off the barrel. VolState now leads 5-0. And A.J. Armstrong steps to the plate. He's got 2 home runs on the year. True freshman from Cannon County hitting .281. Takes a breaking pitch for a called strike. Scotty's going to be looking for a home this next year. Probably got about over 20 players popped up and out of play that are looking to be placed or maybe looking to walk on. Reed Mashinsky and Gage Hoover, Devin Thrain, Drew Plummer. Breaking pitch misses outside. Brady Nepper, who's in the on-deck circle. All playing in their next to last home series, I guess. This is not a series, but Walter State here in 2 weeks. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt will take care of A.J. Armstrong for out number 3. Pioneers on 4 hits, 3 extra base hits, pick up 5 runs, no errors, nobody left on base. After 1, 5-0, VolState leads. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network and Comcast Cable Channel 19.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. Gavin King out for his second inning of work. Struck out 3 and gave up a single to center in the first. In his first collegiate appearance. Injured last year in his freshman or senior year at Liberty Creek, a high school right here in Sumner County, and had surgery at the end of March. So he is just a little over a year out from Tommy John. Pitched in a couple of inter-squad games, and this is his first appearance against outside competition. He'll face Cole Austin, Wyatt Hurt, and Ben Sills. Throws a breaking pitch low and away for ball 1. Cumberland Junior Varsity taking on the Pioneers today, swinging a miss on a high fastball. Scotty Dean behind the plate, fresh off of his 3-run home run to left field. Fastball inside. VolState with 5 runs in the first inning. A couple of doubles back-to-back by Reed Mashinsky and Easton Denning. Then an RBI single by Devin Thrain, a walk, and then the 3-run homer by Dean. That fastball whispers at the outside corner for a called strike. The last 3 years against Cumberland, VolState is 12-0. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Down goes Cole Austin for another Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. And Wyatt Hurt steps to the plate.
Wyatt Hurt.
Hurt, a right-handed batter, looks at a fastball a little up. Swing and a miss. Maybe a foul tip. One count. A little bit high. VolState played Cumberland JV 1 game in the fall past year, back in September. Breaking pitch low. 9-inning game that VolState won 15-0 in that game. Max Castle got the win. Popped up in the infield. Denning will meander over into foul territory, and there's the first out that's not a strikeout. Two up, 2 down here in the second. Ben Sills will step to the plate. Sills did not play in the game in the fall. Did Wyatt Hurt. Surprises me. Hunter Williams played in that game, played second base. There's a fastball in for a called strike. King looks free and easy out there throwing. I think he's in the low 90s. Not looking at the radar gun. Our radar gun on the scoreboard not working properly, so not even set up. Sills started to go and held up on the inside fastball. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice block with 2 strikes by Dean. Full Count Ministries, full count pitch in there for a called strike, and that is a 1-2-3 inning. And another Chick-fil-A at Gallatin strikeout. It's 5 in the game for Gavin King, freshman from Liberty Creek High School, getting his first collegiate appearance. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Heading to the bottom of the second, 5-0. VolState leads.
Hey, Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota and Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
New pitcher on the mound for Cumberland, efforting to figure out his last name, or his first name. Last name is Keyser, K-E-Y-S-E-R. Looks like he's not on the JV roster, so we'll trying to move around on the internet while you're trying to broadcast. Not easy for an old guy. So Hunter Brown goes 1 inning. Gives up 4 hits, 5 runs. They were earned. Walked 1. Struck out 1. Faced 8 batters. Brady Nepper, a former Cumberland Phoenix player for a semester, will get the privilege of leading off here the bottom of the second. Delivers the first pitch in there for a called strike. Ball, 1 strike to Brady Nepper, sophomore from Greenbrier. Jaron Keyser is what it shows on the varsity roster. That ball's struck out to center field. That will be caught by Wyatt Hurt for out number 1. Nepper hit that one on a line, but it stayed up just a little bit too long. Now we're back to the top of the order. Luke Lawson steps in. Jaron Keyser, 6 foot, 190-pound sophomore from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Attended Zion Christian Academy. Breaking pitch catches the plate for a called strike. Another breaking pitch grounded to third. Wyatt Jones over to first. Luke Lawson just caught at first on a ground out. Throw was up where Cole Austin could handle it. Lawson runs well, but just couldn't beat that one out. He's now 0 for 2. And Reed Mashinsky steps in. He hit a double into the right center field gap. Ben Sills tried to make a diving play, and breaking pitch missed somewhere, not sure where, and called ball one. There's a ground ball up the middle. J.J. Odom, gloves, throws to first in a 1-2-3 inning for Jaron Kaiser. A couple of ground outs and a fly out. We'll go to the top of the third. 5-0, VolState leads.
Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, VolState is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit volstate.edu to learn more. The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses.
Kevin King back out on the mound for VolState for his third inning of work. Not sure if he's going to go a certain number of pitches or a certain number of innings. He is out for his third innings, pitched to 7 batters, struck out 5 of them, gave up 1 hit. The only other out is a pop out to the first baseman. Throwing mostly fastballs. He has mixed in breaking pitches here in the second inning. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 in the Cumberland Junior Varsity lineup. Wyatt Jones, Logan Williams. And then back to the top, Dylan Johnson. First pitch to Jones, misses high. There are 3 Wyatts. There might even be 4. Again, I don't have the roster with me, but on the JV squad is a bunch of Wyatts. Wyatt Jones played in that game in the fall, went 0 for 3. He's looking at a 3-ball, no strike count. Kevin King struggling to throw the ball over the plate to the tall third baseman. Throws a breaking pitch on a 3-0, and that misses down. The first walk of the game for Gavin King. Had a couple of Barons for Motlow State. 3 Wyatts. This is Logan Williams, the catcher, number 9 hole hitter, as the fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike. In the same spot. 0-2. Morning, good afternoon, and good night to Logan Williams and another Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout.
Up to bat, Kevin Johnson.
Okay, in the books, that's 6 strikeouts for King, now facing the leadoff batter, Dylan Johnson, who was the first strikeout victim in the first. And he lines one out to left field. That's going to get down 1 hop to Gage Hoover. As Johnson picks out a pitch to hit. Lines it into left center field. Second hit of the game for the Cumberland Junior Varsity squad. The owner of the first one is in the batter's box, J.J. Odom. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Looking for a ground ball to an infielder. Dean has that one pop out of his glove, but not far enough for Jones to move up. don't have any information on the JV roster online. Fastball called strike. J.J. Odom, a freshman. You go and you hit his information to the full bio, and there's nothing there. That ball ate up Scotty Dean. That was, you don't see too many that take a bounce and then come up and hit you in a mask. Scotty had no chance on that one. Wild pitch to Gavin King. Runners move to second and third. Scotty going to check, make sure he's still got all his chiclets. Fastball out. Count moves to 3 balls and a strike. Head coach for the JV squad is Antonio Costas. Been hearing me talk about Antonio. I did not realize he was a grad assistant coach at Cumberland. Swing and a miss. Full count miss, reads full count to J.J. Odom with Hunter Williams on deck. Costas, back in 2018, played right here for the VolState Pioneers. Picked up 6 saves in 2018. King yanks that one way outside. Count goes, or little bases now are loaded, as that's the second walk of the inning. Scotty will go out and have a chat with Gavin with the bases loaded and 1 out. Antonio Costas doesn't tell me how long he's been there, but he graduated from, I believe he told me, I want to say he said Bethel. He's from Murfreesboro area. Played high school at a private school. He's from Puerto Rico. Costas, as Williams swings and misses. He was a strikeout victim in the first. King does not get the call there, but actually would be fine if Williams hit a little ground ball right to Brady Nepper at short. Swing and a miss. Sure, he'd take a strikeout, but he can get 2 outs with 1 pitch. That is efficiency. And he's not going to. He's going to get another Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. That's number 7. And now 2 outs. Brings up another Wyatt Gateline. Or at least that's what I've been calling him for about 3 years since he's been playing with Cumberland JV. Swing and a miss. You'd think I'd have a roster by now for them, but Gateline is a junior, 6 foot tall. King gets ahead of the DH with the bases still loaded in the 0-2. Right down Broadway, and another good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 3 straight, and another backward K in the book for Gateline, and that retires a side on a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. 3 innings in the books for Gavin King, and he has faced 13 batters. He has struck out 8 of them. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 runners left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 3rd, VolState leads 5-0. Bottom of the third we go. VolState will send 3, 4, and 5 to the plate to face Jaron Kaiser out for his second inning of work. Jaron in varsity action has 4 2/3 innings in 3 appearances, giving up 2 hits, a run it was earned, walked 4, struck out 5. That's a 1.93 ERA. They'll face Easton Denning, Gage Hoover, and Devin Thrain here in the bottom of the third. VolState scored 5 in the bottom of the first, then went down quietly in the second, 1, 2, 3. Dennings comes out of his shoes to take a hack at a breaking pitch there. Comes up empty. He hit one down the first base line, right field line for an RBI double in the first. It's at ball 1, high and away. Easton from Warren County High School. True freshman. Excellent player. 6'3", 215 pounds. Son of Terry and Sierra Denning. Hello to Pappy and Nani and Papa and Grana there in McMinnville. Maybe Stacy and Gigi listening in Dunlap, Tennessee, Sequatchie County. Probably got us on in the pharmacy there in McMinnville. 3-1 is down low for ball 4. Denning picks up the walk. First base runner to reach against Jaron Kaiser. Gage Hoover stands in, grounded out to third his first time. Comes in leading the team in hitting at .342. He's played in all but 1 game for the Pioneers this year. He's got 40 starts now. And in first 39 games has 40 hits, 9 doubles, a triple, 8 home runs, tied for 9th in the conference. 75 total bases, leads the club in slugging, 641. He's also leading in walks, and now he just got him a Scotty Dean right there. Gage Hoover got him a Scotty Dean. That is a plunking. Couldn't get out of the way of that fastball. And Kaiser has allowed the first 2 to reach here in the third. That brings up D-Train, Devin Thrain, who had an RBI single in the first. It's only the 4th time that Gage has been plunked. That one I know didn't feel good. That was a fastball that just kept bearing down on him, and that'll leave a mark right there in that upper right side. And come right back with a breaking pitch. Kind of buckle your knees right there. You're expecting a fastball maybe coming right back at you after seeing it from the on-deck circle. And Thrain looks at a breaking pitch for a called strike. Kaiser delivers like maybe a changeup in there in the inside corner, and Thrain now down in the count 0-2. Devin picked up his 22nd RBI. That was a close pitch. Walked 27 times, struck out 17, so he is 10 on the plus side. Walks to strikeouts. Fisted there as he fought off an inside fastball. VolState has not lost in the spring to Cumberland JV. Only has 1 loss in the fall in 6 games in the last 4 years. Head coach for Cumberland's varsity squad, Ryan Hunt, was the head coach here with the Pioneers for, I believe, 6 years. He was the head coach right before Jim McGuire got here, swinging a foul tip. Is leaving to go take the place of his father, Woody Hunt, at Cumberland. opened the spot for Jim McGuire to come here to VolState after his 26 years at Middle Tennessee State University. So Jim McGuire played baseball at Cumberland, so that's the relationship that he has with Cumberland. Popped up into shallow center field. In comes Hurd, out goes Williams, and that's going to hit in the Bermuda Triangle. Can Hoover get to second base quickly enough? And he can, to give Devin Thrain a bloop single in that Bermuda Triangle in right center field. So Thrain evens up where he's lined out somewhere during the year, and he gets a base hit. He's 2 for 2. That brings up Drew Plummer, who's looking for a hit. It's been a little bit since Drew's picked up a base hit. Scored a couple runs in the Motlow State series, but VolState only had like 6 or 8 hits, I think, in that series. I know they only had 2 in game 2, and that was Mashinsky and Luke Lawson. And you get plumb hot here toward the end of the year. 1-0 pitch is called a strike. Count moves 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up and out of play on the right side. Poppy and Nana, believer here in the stands to the left of the press box. Bob and Lynn Plummer. They are regular supporters of VolState baseball. More importantly, huge supporters of Drew Plummer. 2-2 count. Bases loaded, nobody out. And there's a shot to shortstop. Gloved by Odom over to second for 1, and no throw to first. Be an RBI fielder's choice to Drew Plummer. VolState now leads 6-0 as Denning, who walked to lead off the inning, comes in to score. Gage Hoover moves down to third. Devin Thrain is erased on the fielder's choice for out number 1. Scotty Dean, who had a 3-run home run in the first, has a chance to do it again here in the bottom of the third. Not going to get a chance to do it as that pitch gets by Logan Williams. Kaiser, for some reason, decides not to come in and cover home. I guess he knew that Hoover was going to score on that wild pitch. And Plummer moves down to second. Just took a possible RBI away from Dean. Now with a 1-0 count. Smokes one foul past Jim McGuire at coaching down at third and the third base bag. So 1 hit in the inning. First 2 batters reached. A walk and a hit by a pitch. Thrain's bloop hit. Loaded the bases. Plummer grounds into a fielder's choice. Dean fouls that one straight back. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. A.J. Armstrong will retrieve that baseball and return back to the on-deck circle. Scotty's 6'2", 230 pounds, sophomore from Rossview High School. Runner goes, pitches low and outside, no throws. Plum picks up his 17th stolen base of the year. Two count to Dean, the right-handed hitter. Popped that one up in the infield. Breaking pitch inside. Let's see. Jaron Kaiser is going to try to make the catch, and somebody comes out of there with the baseball. It looks like the first baseman, Cole Austin, fought Kaiser for the ball, and he won. Staying at third base is Drew Plummer. Now 2 outs. Armstrong a strikeout victim in the first inning. Told you I was going to look up a stat pertaining to A.J. Armstrong. It's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. He comes in hitting .281, but he has been on base 50% of the time he comes to the plate. He has 16 hits on the year. Pops that one out to right field. Ben Sills should have no trouble with that. And he makes the catch for out number 3. But he has walked 24 times. And prior to this game, he'd come to the plate 82 times for over a 29% chance that A.J. Armstrong's going to walk when he comes to the plate. It means he's got a good eye, and that increases the on-base percentage, but it hasn't worked for him in today's game. He's 0 for 2. VolState scores 2 runs on only 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Headed to the top of the 4th, VolState, a touchdown lead over Cumberland JV.
The Volunteer State has always been home to pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before, blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. VolState.
And one more inning, Gavin King out on the mound. For VolState, he'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the Cumberland JV lineup. Cole Austin, Wyatt Hurt, Ben Sills due up. Face King, who's allowed only 2 hits. Did walk a couple batters in the 3rd. Delivers a breaking pitch at the letters for a called strike. Austin led off the 2nd inning, was a strikeout victim. Fastball is King not messing around. He's, except for those couple of issues where he walked, I believe, J.J. Odom, maybe on 4 straight. He walked Wyatt Jones leading off the inning in the 3rd. He is not messing around here with Cole Austin. I believe that ball hit the bat that Scotty Dean was throwing the ball down to 3rd. It's another Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout, 9 here in 3 1/3. Wyatt Hurt, the only batter in the lineup who has gotten out via something other than a strikeout. He popped out to Denning at first base. Fouls that one off our home plate umpire, Devin Neely. Devin, charge that one next time. Young umpire from Franklin, Kentucky. 2nd time I think he's been here in Gallatin this year. Very nice young man. Got a couple of kids. 0-2 pitch is up. Said his wife might be listening in today. He didn't tell me her name, but maybe he'll go back and listen and say, look, you got a shout out. Mrs. Neely. Breaking pitch called strike 3. And a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout, number 10. I'm going to guess that is the most by a VolState pitcher this year. I don't think Eben Hansen had double digits. If there was only a way we could find out, as my kids would say. Ben Sills steps in, takes a fastball inside. Hansen, one of the top strikeout pitchers in the conference. VolState, the only one who'd have a chance at that ball is well struck down the left field line, but it's going to get caught in the bullpen for a foul ball. Who was that? Big Lex with the catcher's mitt out there. Alexander Falsoni. Strike called. Ibn Hansen has 9 strikeouts in a game. 8 strikeouts and 7 twice. So Gavin King thought he just had his 11th right there, but it is a full count. Ministries full count to Ben Sills with nobody on and 2 out here in the 4th. I got to believe this is the last inning for Gavin King. And ball 4 gets through the wickets. Sills will go down to first base. Looked like Gavin kind of let up on that breaking pitch. 3rd walk of the game. It brings Wyatt Jones, who led off the 3rd with a walk.
Up the bat, Wyatt Jones.
He was the one who had the 4-pitch walk. That's right. King threw him a 3-0 breaking pitch. I'm going to guess there's going to be 3 straight fastballs here. First one in there for a called strike. Second one spiked in the dirt, blocked by Scotty Dean. Got a right-hander loosening in the bullpen. There's redshirt sophomore Caden Blackford. Tied for the most appearances by Pioneer pitcher. He and Drew Moorhead with 14 apiece. Swing and a miss, throw down to first, and not sure if Easton got the tag on Sills down there, but if he was able to get the tag, thought he would have been out, but safe called by Bryce McCallick. 2-2 pitch. Gavin looks like he drops that elbow a little bit when he's trying to throw that breaking pitch. Doesn't look like the same arm slot as that fastball is. Leaves it high. Full count. Ministries full count. Full count. First pitch foul ball off the bat of Wyatt Jones. This might end up being the last pitch delivered by King. We'll do the full count all over again. Fastball swung on and missed, and a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout, number 11 on the game. A very successful outing for Gavin King, as I got to believe that will do it for the day. We'll find out as we go to the 5th inning, but first, VolState will bat in the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
Man, thanks to that ball and personal price you gave me, I was able to scoop me up some new kicks.
Really? I like those. You look like you're ready for a marathon now.
You know, on second thought, we're always looking for some fresh talent. Have you thought about going back and playing?
Really? Man, have I ever. Wow.
Go to the goal. There you go, buddy. Jake.
You for real, Coach?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about the personal price, Coach. Everybody at Toyota Gallatin gets it. That's what makes us so special.
Well, on second thought, I think we're all booked up.
Come on, Coach. For real? Give me a shot.
We'll pass.
Oh, come on. Wow.
New pitcher on for Cumberland Junior Varsity squad is Ryan Judd. 3rd pitcher on for the Phoenix. Takes the spot of Jaron Kaiser. He goes 2 innings. He gets up a hit, 2 runs. Those runs were earned. Walked 1 and hit a batter. face Brady Nepper leading off the fourth. Smashed down the third base line. It's foul. Hit off the Rawlings sign in front of the VolState bullpen. Nipper flew out to center field in the second. It was a 1-2-3 inning for VolState. First inning that Jaron Kaiser threw as that off-speed pitch floats in there for a called strike. Kaiser faced 9 batters in his 2 innings of work. High fly ball to left field down the line. Over is Dylan Johnson, and he catches that ball in foul territory for out number 1. Nepper got just out in front of that one and under it just a hair. And Luke Lawson steps in. He's 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out. He's looking for his first extra base hit of the year. Judd floats a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. His ground ball. Now 1 for 3 is Wyatt Hurt gets the ball back into the infield. Reed Mashinsky 1 for 2 stands in. That's the 5th hit of the game for the Pioneers. 7 runs, 5 in the first, 2 in the third. Left-handed pitcher on the mound looking right at Luke Lawson, who does not go. Fastball misses outside. Dylan Johnson in left for Cumberland. Wyatt Hurt in center. Ben Sills in right. Wyatt Jones at third. J.J. Odom at shortstop. Hunter Williams at second. Cole Austin at first. Logan Williams flashing the signs. Behind the plate as Ryan Judd steps off the back of the rubber and throws over to first. Lawson back. Lawson at double digits in stolen bases. He's yet to be caught. Successful all 10 times he's attempted to swipe it back, and there he goes. Pitch is called a strike. Throw down, not in time. There is number 11 for Luke Lawson. Luke, a redshirt freshman. Talking to him about sophomore day, and he's going to be included in sophomore day. He is probably going to head off to a 4-year school. Had a chat about where he's going to go. I have not gotten the okay to put that out on the airwaves yet, though. But the son of Cale and Beth Lawson has a bright future in front of him. Very personable young man, hard worker, and kid seems like he can fix anything. He's going to take third. Standing. Before he goes, I need him to help me fix my wood chipper that's down here in the maintenance shed. Got to get after the wooded area down the right field line over here. See if I can clear that out this fall. 3-1 pitch to Mashinsky. He looks at a called strike. Full count Ministries, full count to Reed. Common spelling of Mashinsky, by the way. 3-2 pitch. Line foul. Reed's got some grandparents down in Sarasota, Florida. Grampy and Grammy. Went to Lakewood Ranch High School. Talked to my brother today who lives in Palmetto, Florida. Full count pitch. Hit high out to right field. Tagging is Lawson. Sills makes the catch, and the throw is not going to be in time. Luke Lawson better go back and touch home plate. I don't know that he got it the first time. There he goes back. And the run scores. Sacrifice fly for Mashinsky, RBI. VolState leads 8-0. And Easton Denny steps up with 2 outs and nobody on. Scored both times he's come to the plate, which means he's reached both times he's come into the batter's box. Had an RBI double in the first, walked to lead off the third. Scored on a fielder's choice by Drew Plummer. Count moves 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Hop is in the complex. Slow breaking pitch stays inside. Papa Hop to Jack Lester up from Collierville. Sitting right next to a young lady. It might be Gigi. Swing and a miss by Denning. He's retired. He's able to drive up I-40 and get here for a midweek game. 2-2 pitch to Easton. Driven into right field. That's going to get down. At least one. Sills is going to box it out there down the right field line, and then he's going to move over to second base. Not sure if he was going to go. I would have, whether he bobbled it out there in right field or not, but I'm going to go ahead and put it as a dudette double in the books. Let somebody change my mind. So Denning with a couple of doubles, now 18 on the season. Let's see where that puts him amongst the leaders. Jack Vogley at Walters State had 18 a couple days ago. Gage Hoover stands in, and he smokes one out to deep center field. Wyatt Hurts turning his back, and he's looking up and seeing that one go over the Dudek Communications sign in left center field for a big fly for Gage Hoover. 2-run home run for Hoover. His 9th of the year. He put a charge into that one. Denning scores ahead of him. That's back-to-back hits brought to you by Hit After Hit. A 2-out knock by Gage. And Devin Thrain, who's 2 for 2, stands in. Pioneers scored 3 here in the 4th, now lead 10-0. Breaking pitch on the outside corner, called strike. Vogley did start today with 18 doubles, so Denning has tied Vogley. Let's see if Walters State is playing today. They do not show as though they're playing Roan State, playing at Carson Newman today. Jackson State is hosting Freed Hardman's JV squad. Roan State, Jackson State, and VolState in TCCAA playing 4-year junior varsity squads. Carson Newman up in Jefferson City. A strike called there as Devin Neely now is calling a 10-0 baseball game. If it sniffs at the plate in the strike zone, you better be hacking. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't blame him either. 2-2 pitch driven out to right field. Ben Sills over. I'm not sure he's going to get that one. It's going to sail out of here. Devin Thrain pushes one over the right field wall on a pitch that was outside the strike zone. Back-to-back jacks for the Pioneers. Thrain picks up his 2nd home run of the year.
Up the bat.
That ball just kept going and going. Oppo Taco for number 2 for Devin Thrain, who's 3 for 3. Did you really? I didn't. You're too quiet on your yard card, Tromke. Did he call him, Jaden? You verify? Alec Tromke, my director today, says he pulled the yard card on both Gage Hoover's and Devin Thrain's. Little game we like to play up here in the press box. Plummer tried to go back to back to back on that slow breaking pitch, but could not hold up long enough. Ryan Judd delivers a pitch into Plummer, who able to wait back on that one and grounds it into left field for back-to-back hits, brought to you by Hit After Hit. Plum's first hit of the game. Now Scotty Dean steps in. He's 1 for 2. No walk-up song for Scotty Dean. Too late to get the walk-up for Scotty. What happened? We got electronic issues up here. Somebody didn't pay their cell phone bill. DJ and PA man, Kobe Ross, is assisted by his good friend Jaden Perez, sitting right next to him. I mean, he's dialing up the volume control. Dean swings at a breaking pitch, flies it out to right field. Sills now going to come in and make the catch for out number 3. VolState sends 8 to the plate. 4 of them step on it. 4 runs and lead 11 to nothing. We might have some changes coming out in the defense for VolState. We'll find out with you when we come back on the VolState Sports Network.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Summit Concrete called the bullpen for the Pioneers. Caden Blackford on in relief of Gavin King. Caden, redshirt sophomore from White House, Tennessee. He's a marketing major here, the son of Jeff and Kim Blackford. Hello to Nana in White House. Pop is up in Ridgetop. Caden is the sibling of Alexa and Davis. Somebody told me it was National Sibling Day. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did have one of my 3 brothers and one of my 5 siblings that called me today. Not because of that, just for other reasons, but he didn't know it was National Sibling Day either, and I don't know for sure. But I always like to hear from one of my 5 siblings. Blackford has 2 of them, Alexa and Davis. He will face 9, 1, and 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. His 15th appearance of the year, delivers a strike on a breaking pitch. Blackford, 3.54 ERA. 1-0 record, has 1 save in 20 1/3 innings, 15 hits, 10 runs. 8 of those are earned. 6 walks, 14 strikeouts. He has plunked 4 batters, but I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to. Gavin King goes 4 innings, gives up 2 hits, no runs. Walked 3. That pitch is fouled straight back. Struck out 11 batters. That's a season high for any Pioneer pitcher this year. Faced 17. His collegiate debut, and there is a strikeout. A Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. Round number 1. Top of the order, Dylan Johnson. Johnson's 1 for 2. Looks at a called strike on the outside corner. Struck out in the first. Singled into left center field in the third. Reached second on a wild pitch, but was stranded there when Gavin King struck out the 3-hole and the 4-hole hitter. On 1 pitch, that gets in there for a called strike. Late breaking curveball. As the Lady Pioneers are putting a whooping on the Lady Salukis of Southwest Tennessee. Bottom of the second inning, 13-0. Salukis they've got a lot of their players that are hurt, I understand. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the left fielder, Dylan Johnson. Now make it a full count. Ministries full count. Fastball had some movement on it, got away from Scotty Dean. Down to first base goes Johnson. First walk by Blackford, 4th walk by Pioneer pitching today. 4 walks, 12 strikeouts. J.J. Odom, the shortstop, stands in. He's reached base both times he's come to the plate. Singled and walked. Hands up high, takes a healthy hack at a breaking pitch, comes up empty. Lots of sunshine here. Didn't realize it was going to get this warm today, 66 degrees. Feels nice. Pitch is ball. Throw down to second is an absolute cannon shot from Scotty Dean. Retires Dylan Johnson trying to swipe a bag. Like Scotty knew it. He threw a laser down there. Swung on and gets out to left center field. Gage Hoover comes in to make the catch for out number 3. Aiden Blackford quickly takes care of the 3 batters that he faces. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll keep it right here as it is between the 5th inning, and that's when we do the Allie Cassidy Brick and Stone Alumni Spotlight. And I guess I could be doing Antonio Costas as the spotlight. The problem is he does not have a brick in the alumni patio, but Jimmy Whitaker does. He's a catcher, or was a catcher here at Volunteer State. Then he became a teammate of mine at Belmont College at the time. He and I and another catcher were 3 catchers recruited in the same year by head coach Dave Witten at Belmont, but he played 1 year here at Vol State after finishing at Hendersonville High School right down the road. So Jimmy and I were teammates for a couple of years together. Great player, and I was happy to give him behind the plate duties as I was moved out to right field, so I didn't have to warm up pitchers, which was nice. But Jimmy Whitaker, he's got a brick in the alumni patio, and soon Reed Mashinsky's going to have one. I will hand him the form. Karen Mashinsky, his mom, emailed me today, and to get that ball rolling, all it takes is $100, and you're a grandparent or the parent of one of these 20 or so guys that's leaving this year, and you want to make sure to get him memorialized as a VolState player. Send me an email at treesports@gmail.com, and we'll get that going, as Hudson Blank is our Jersey Mike's first sub of the game. Hudson in there looks at a called strike. A freshman from Marissa, Illinois, playing third base, got in the top of the fifth. I failed to mention that. That's broadcaster error. Hudson 6'2", 185 pounds. Another pitch floats in there on the outside corner. Son of Joshua and Marissa Blank, brother to Isabella. Hello to Big Ed and Rhoda. They're up in Marissa, Illinois. Blank fouls that one straight back. Hudson comes in hitting .281. It's his 22nd game of the year. 18 hits, including 3 doubles and a triple, 12 RBIs. As I wouldn't take that one again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brady Nepper in the on-deck circle. He does swing at that one. It's popped up to the back to the catcher. Logan Williams is going to make the catch. Make sure that is still. It may not be Logan Williams anymore. It does not look like a 3 on the back. We might have a new catcher back there. He made a nice play on a pop-up straight behind him. Brady Nepper 0 for 2 stands in. That is not. Ball's hit well out to left field. Back goes Dylan Johnson, and he's going to see that one sail out of here. Brady Nepper connects on a solo home run. Did somebody up here call yard card? Okay. Brady Nepper. His dad, Gary's sitting down the third base line. As guys are excited. And another new batter. This is Brody Prairie that will come to the plate. Nepper picks up his first home run this spring. Brady had 1 home run last spring. Somebody's saying that his last time was against Cumberland. That's his first of the year. And Brody Prairie, freshman, 2-way player, stands in from the left side. Looking at a 2-ball, no strike count. Pinch hitting for Luke Lawson. Pitch looked pretty good right there. Called ball. Brody 6'2", 195 pounds, from Clarksville Rossview High School, and 3-0 pitch called a strike. Son of Troy and Shannon Prairie, the little brother to Chase, Logan, and Bryce. All 4. Prairie draws the walk. First walk by Ryan Judd. That brings Cooper Wallace to the plate. He swings at the first pitch, pops it up to the right side. It will get down for strike 1. On deck, Abe Goolsby to pinch hit for Easton Denning. Cooper Wallace pinch hitting for Reed Mashinsky. Throw over to first. Prairie's back in time. Cooper, the redshirt freshman, out to right field. Let's see if that'll get down in front of Sills. It will, and it'll get behind Sills. Prairie's going to head to third and be held at third base. Cooper Wallace picks up a dudette double. Wallace, the son of Matt Wallace and Tara Goodman, former Clarksville Academy Cougar up in Clarksville. Hello to Paul in Clarksville and Poppy in Daytona, Florida. As Abe Goolsby steps in, local former Green Wave player at Gallatin. Steps in with runners at second and third with one out. He'll go in at first base for Denning. Takes a breaking pitch outside for ball one. 6'3", 215-pound freshman, physical therapy major, the son of Keith and Molly Goolsby. Little brother to Amy and Adam as he hits one high out to left field. It's in left center field over as Dylan Johnson makes the catch, and he throws to third base. That'll be a sacrifice fly and an RBI to Abe Goolsby. Drive in Brody Prairie. Wallace stays at second. It's now 2 outs, and Gage Hoover stands in. Fouled straight back. Gage hit his 9th home run of the year in his last at-bat, a 2-run shot. Out to left center field to the right of the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard, just over the Dudat communication sign. 2 outs and 1 on. Breaking pitch by Ryan Judd misses low and away. Binkley is our new catcher. Got to find out his first name. I believe it starts with a C. Let's see if I can get to their roster and find out. Not showing on their JV roster. Let's see if this shows on the varsity roster. 2-1 pitch. Hit high out to left field. Don't think it has the distance. Dylan Johnson still going back. He's on the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Gage Hoover tried to get back-to-back home runs. Would have been his second time he had done that. He flies out to the warning track for out number 3. VolState scores 2 and leads 13-0. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Summit Concrete called to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Redshirt sophomore Braxton Alexander out of the bullpen. Taking over for Caden Blackford, who goes an inning. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Faced the minimum 3 batters. BA, 6'1", 195 left-hander out of Woodbury, Tennessee, Cannon County High School. Pre-nursing major here at Volstate, son of Brian and Andrea Alexander. He's the big brother to Andrew, and he's got a papa and a Mimi in Reedyville, Tennessee. Braxton out for his 9th appearance, has a save and a 1.08 ERA in 8 1/3 innings, giving up 8 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 11 walks, 8 strikeouts. And he will have a new defensive core out there. Let's see. Cooper Wallace in right. Devin Thrain has still in center field. Gage Hoover still in the left as Hunter Williams looks at a called strike from Braxton. Abe Goolsby at first. Let's see if they've made a change at second base. Brady Nepper has moved over to second. Tucker Lorenz is now at shortstop. Swing and a miss, and Hudson Blank is at third. So Drew Plummer has come out of the game. So a bunch of Jersey Mike subs out there. Swing and a miss. Braxton Alexander picks up a Chick-fil-A at Gallatin. Strikeout.
After that, White Gateline.
White Gateline, the DH, who's been a strikeout victim twice, both times looking, stands in. Top of the 6th inning. It's scheduled for 9 innings. But the 10-run mercy rule right now is in effect, so chance at only 2 more innings for Cumberland. Swing and a miss. Good for Braxton Alexander to be around the plate is what he is working on. And rearing back and firing the hard ball. Gateline up there swinging. He does not want a hat trick in the book of 3 backward Ks. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and there is the hat trick. It's forward and back-to-back strikeouts. It's Chick-fil-A at Gallatin strikeouts. Braxton Alexander likes him some Chick-fil-A at Gallatin. One of the 10 full count 242 group members. We meet from time to time over there in Chick-fil-A at Gallatin. Thanks to Mary and Greg Garrettson for their support of VolState baseball. Nice donation, and got the sign out there in left field right between the performance sign in left field in the Wilson Bank and Trust. Clutch performance. 2-0 pitch to Cole Austin. Cultivate performance. Austin a strikeout victim in the 2nd and the 4th. 3-0 count here. And 4 wide ones. As J.C. Menendez is our new catcher. I just now saw that that's J.C. behind the plate. They get you a full summary of our new defensive positioning here. And as soon as I get them all written down. Wyatt Hurt swings and misses. The 0-1 is high. Still efforting to figure out who Binkley is. Swing and a miss. Or a foul tip. The count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Make it 3 strikes, and you're out. Backward K in the book, another Chick-fil-A of Gallatin. Strikeout as Braxton Alexander strikes out the side. Does give up 1 walk in his inning of work. I would assume that he's a one and done. And we are headed to the bottom of the 6th. Could be the last half inning at the plate for VolState. They'll face a new pitcher. We'll tell you as much as we can about him when we return on the VolState Sports Network.
Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, VolState is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit volstate.edu to learn more. The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses.
No, Alec, I'm not ready to be back. I'm not ready. Ethan Greer is the new pitcher. Number 8, the right-hander out of the bullpen. My director doesn't care. He just goes ahead and sends it back. I'm just glad I've got one, though. That way I don't have to do all the work that he's doing. Ryan Judd goes 2 innings of work, 7 hits, 6 runs. Gives away to Ethan Greer, who is showing on the JV roster. He's a junior right-hander, 5'8". He is facing Devin Thrain and Tucker Lorenz in the on-deck circle. Came in for Drew Plummer in the top of the inning. Thrain sees a ball sneak under the glove of Mr. C. Binkley. Cannot find Mr. Binkley on either the JV roster or the varsity roster, but on the lineup card, that's what it says number 24 is. Fouled off. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. D-Train is 3 for 3 at an RBI single in the first and a bloop single in the third and a solo home run in the fourth. He went back-to-back with Gage Hoover in the fourth. That was his second big fly of the year. Trying to go perfect at the plate. And he's going to face a Full Count Ministries full count. Stay tuned. We'll have a Full Count Ministries verse of the game following the conclusion of this contest. 9 innings scheduled. That ball's well hit out to right center field. Wyatt Hurd is back and in front of the Framework Athletics sign. Hauls that one in to retire Thrain for the first time today. Tucker Lorenz stands in, true freshman from Sweetwater High School. Looks at a first pitch low and gets by Binkley. Lorenz hitting .212. This is his 30th game of the year. Swings and drives that one down the right field line, but it will go foul. 18 hits, includes 4 doubles, a triple, 11 RBIs. Batting here with 1 out and nobody on. Strokes another one foul. Down in the count, 1-2 strikes. 5'10", 170-pound middle infielder from Loudon, Tennessee, Jeremy and Emily Lorenz, his parents. He's a big brother to Riley. A couple sets of grandparents in Loudon, Tennessee. Papaw and Grammy and Gramps and Ducey. Another fly ball out to a similar location where Devin Thrain just flew out and in front of the Allie Cassidy Brick and Stone sign in right center field. Lorenz is retired. 2 flyouts in the 6th. And J.C. Menendez will get an at-bat. J.C., a redshirt freshman from Miami, Florida. He takes a hack at the first pitch he sees. 5'11", 200 pounds from Immaculate LaSalle High School, an accounting major here at VolState. The son of Ozzie and Ileana Menendez, grandson of Papa and Abby, Sarah and Ray. They're all down in Miami. JC comes in hitting 200 on the year. This is game number 11. 5 hits, includes 2 home runs. Takes a hack there and a little bit out ahead of that offering from Ethan Greer. One-two pitch, and that hits JC in the hip, and that's not going to make him happy. He wants to get up there and hit. Instead, he got hit. Hudson Blank steps in. He popped out to the catcher in his first at-bat in the bottom of the 5th. Bats here with 1 on and 2 out. Looks at a fastball in there for a called strike. The first Jersey Mike sub for VolState. Jersey Mike's located right across the street. He gets a roller that gets through and finds the hole on the left side, and a seeing eye base hit for Hudson Blank. He's now 1 for 2. You take him any way you can get him, folks. I was the king of seeing eye base hit my first year, my redshirt freshman year. Brady Nepper, he hit a big fly his last time up, his first home run of the year, a solo shot. Played for 1 semester for Cumberland Junior Varsity squad. Then transferred at the Christmas break to VolState. Fouled that one off the right side as he got jammed. I would assume that Ethan Greer and Nepper were teammates on that fall season 2023. Sure, he was teammates with a lot of these guys. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Greer pumping in strikes here in his half inning of work. Brody Prairie in the on-deck circle, hoping to get an at-bat. And he walked and scored in the 5th. Nepper started the game at short, now playing second base. 0-2. Just down. Menendez took a couple steps toward third, but decided against it. Good decision there by JC. The last thing Brady Nepper wants to see is JC Menendez getting thrown out at third to end the inning. Could be the last bat of the game for VolState as they lead 13-0 here. And the mercy rule will be in effect. All they need is 3 outs in the top of the 7th for this game to conclude. Tapper foul into the VolState dugout. Thank High Point Health Sumner with Ascension St. Thomas, formerly known as Sumner Regional Medical Center. Help Justin McKinney, our head trainer, with the medical care of the athletes here at VolState, men's and women's basketball and softball and baseball. Justin McKinney been at VolState as the athletic trainer for 12 years. Thanks for High Point Health Sumner's support of VolState athletics. Fastball misses up. We'll have a full count. Ministries full count. The runners should be on the move. That's J.C. Menendez at second and Hudson Blank at first with 2 outs. Ethan Greer comes set and delivers. Tapper foul at the plate. Nipper stays alive. I want to thank Line to Line and Game Time Sports Fields for their support of VolState baseball and softball. The Rock Place, the Curbing Edge, Wilson Bank and Trust, they all got signs out there on the outfield wall. Another foul tip as Nepper does not want to leave that up to the home plate umpire, Devin Neely, whether or not to ring him up on an inside fastball. So he fouls that one off, and that catches a little piece of Mr. Binkley behind the plate. Our home plate umpire, Devin Neely, does him a solid by giving him a little bit of a break as he carries the ball out to Greer. Greer has a sign and is set and delivers. That's ball's drilled in the left field. Let's see if it will get down. It will, and it will roll past Dylan Johnson. They'll score 1 as J.C. Menendez comes in on the RBI dudette double for Brady Nepper, who's now 2 for 4. And Brody Prairie does get that at bat. Walked and scored in the 5th. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Hit After Hit. See if Prairie gets something to swing at here in the 6th. Beautiful spring day. He hits one high and deep out to center field. Wyatt Hurt back and under it in front of the Game Time Sports Field sign and hauls that one in. 3 flyouts to center field and ends the 6th inning. But VolState scores 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left aboard. VolState with 2 touchdown lead over Cumberland. We'll go to the top of the 7th. This could be the final inning in this midweek game. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for Pioneers. 6'1", 205-pound freshman Jack Lester from Collierville High School, Collierville, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis. Son of Blaine and Gina Nestor, brother to Mackenzie and Sadie. Granddaddy and Grandmama, they're down in the Villages in Florida. But Papa Hop and Gigi, they are here in attendance. They're up from Collierville. Lester is on in relief of Braxton Alexander, who goes 1 inning, walks 1 batter, strikes out 3. Does not allow a hit or a run. Lester's 4th appearance of the year, 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs. First pitch is a breaking pitch to Ben Sills, the right fielder, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Jack's walked 3, struck out 5. Looking to get the last 3 outs in this ball game. Falls behind 2 balls and no strikes on 2 breaking pitches. Ben Sills, Wyatt Jones, and C. Binkley due up. There's a fastball in there for a called strike. Breaking pitch also in there, called strike. 15 strikeouts for Pioneer pitching, make it 16 as the wrinkle gets in there. Jack Lester gets a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout.
Up to bat, Wyatt Jones.
Second time that Sills has been retired via the strikeout. Wyatt Jones, he's 0 for 1. He also walked and struck out. Starts to swing, and Devin Neely says he did not hold up. Every batter but one in the Cumberland lineup has struck out at least once today. Gage Hoover still in left. Devin Thrain, I believe, is still in center field. Cooper Wallace is in right field. Swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt. J.C. Menendez blocks that one. Throws it wildly to Abe Gillsby, and Wyatt Jones will reach on the errant throw, but a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout for Lester. Given error to J.C. Menendez, the first error by either team in the game. And that brings Binkley to the plate. First initial C. Don't have him on either of the rosters, and he has to twirl away from a breaking pitch inside. Lester looking for that game-ending do-dat double play. Swing and a miss by Binkley. His first at-bat as Logan Williams struck out twice. The starting catcher, Binkley came on for him, I believe, in the bottom of the fifth. Hudson Blanks at third. Tucker Lorenz is at short. Brady Nepper moved from short to second, and Abe Gillsby is at first base. J.C. Menendez behind the plate. There's ball four. As now two have reached.
After that, Dylan Johnson.
The question is, I don't think you can give Jack Lester a wild pitch. Although that's why J.C. Menendez had to throw it down to first, but I think you either have to give a wild pitch as to how he reached or the errant throw, and it definitely was. J.C. what happened there, but he tightened up when he threw that ball to first base. 1-1 count to Dylan Johnson, the leadoff batter, who's 1 for 2. Reached twice. He's also walked and gets tied up on an inside fastball. Count goes to 1-2 to the Phoenix left fielder, Cumberland Phoenix, NAIA school in Lebanon, Tennessee. Formerly was a junior college. Swing and a miss, and Lester gets another Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. Phoenix down to their last out. That's the third strikeout of the inning
After that, J.J. Odom.
for Lester, but only second out. J.J. Odom stands in. He's 1 for 2. The only player on Cumberland's lineup who has not struck out. Singled in the first, walked in the third, flew out to left field in the fifth, batting for the fourth time here in the seventh with 2 on and 2 out. VolState with a 14-0 lead. Next games will be, right now, are scheduled for Friday and Saturday at Roan State. I am planning on traveling with the team, and will hopefully carry a broadcast, internet dependent, of course. 9-inning game on Friday, doubleheader Saturday as the breaking pitch misses away. Lester falls behind, 3 balls and no strikes. Hunter Williams in the on-deck circle. So 3 more conference series, 2 away, 1 at home. Next week, the Easter week, as that fastball is in there for a called strike. Walters State will come in. Stacy Plummer has checked in on treesports@gmail.com. Kind comments. That ball's hit well out the left field. This might be trouble. Hoover is back, and it will stay in the park, hit off the Hayden Schrum sign. That's going to be a long single for some reason with 2 outs. The runners were not running. That ball was struck well into left field. That is a long single for J.J. Odom. He's 2 for 3. Wyatt Jones at second base holding up like there was only 1 out. He ends up at third. Binkley is at second. Trevor Mutzi, pitching coach for VolState, is going to go out and have a chat with young Jack Lester. Don't think they're going to talk about dinner plans or biology. Trevor is a former Cumberland Phoenix pitcher. Saw his former team Montlow State come in here on Monday and now sees the place where he got his master's degree and the place where he finished up his college pitching come in today. Conversation over with Lester, and now Hunter Williams steps to the plate as a strikeout victim 3 times today with the bases loaded. And he gets a line drive out to Gage Hoover, and that's going to get over his head. That thing just sailed over the top of Gage. Extra bases is going to clear the bases. Throw to the plate. Standing up is J.J. Odom, and there's the first runs of the game for Cumberland. Hunter Williams doubles, and those are all unearned runs. And the score's 14-3. 2 more runs and we continue playing. Gateline is the potential run that would have to score for VolState to have to bat in the bottom of the 7th. So back-to-back hits for the Cumberland JV squad. Wyatt Gateline also a strikeout victim all 3 times he's come to the plate. Lester with the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Make it 3 balls and no strikes. There's no activity in VolState's bullpen as everybody's come down into the dugout. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. That was a pretty close pitch right there. Second walk of the inning. Lester struck out Sills to start the inning, struck out Jones, but the ball was in the dirts. Wyatt Jones swung at it and should have been thrown out at first base, but Menendez's throw down to Goolsby at first pulled him off the base. There's a good breaking pitch. Right at Cole Austin, the first baseman. Backs away as that pitch goes right across the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Swing and a miss. Now Cumberland down to their last strike. After the walk to Binkley, a strikeout for out number 2 to Johnson. Then a single by J.J. Odom. It got all the way to the wall, then a double. That ball is grounded foul. Hunter Williams hit a line drive just a little bit to the left of Gage Hoover, and I'm not sure if he came in on it at first. It looked like he was going to come in and catch it. The ball ended up sailing over his head all the way to the wall, swinging a pop foul out of play. And a walk to Gateline puts runners at first and second. Cole Austin with an 0-2 count. Jack Lester delivers. Just got a piece of that, did Cole Austin. Lady Pioneers playing across campus doubleheader against Southwest Tennessee Lady Salukis. They were leading 13-0 in the bottom of the second. Nice block there by Menendez, and Hunter Williams stays put at second base. Lady Pioneers won game one 13-2. 1-2 pitch, and that plunks Austin, and the bases are loaded. Now looks like Brady Davis getting loose down in the bullpen. Menendez will go out and have a chat with Jack Lester, who's going to face his ninth batter of the inning, Wyatt Hurt, who is 0 for 3. Carter Waltz will come out and give some new baseballs to Devin Neely. Devin was hoping he wouldn't need any more baseballs. He wouldn't mind an early day of it himself. Head on back to Franklin, Kentucky. Bases loaded, 2 outs, breaking pitch low and away. 3 runs in the inning, all unearned runs. 2 hits in the inning. And Lester struggling to get that breaking pitch over for a called strike. There's a fastball in there. Big weekend for golf fans. The Masters starts tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining here in Middle Tennessee, though. Saved my daughter's tax return for tomorrow. Popped up and out of play. Looks like they are between games up at the Nichols Softball Complex. VolState won game one 13-2. Game 2 has not started yet. Full Count Ministries, full count pitch with the bases loaded. Swung on and fouled off. Hurt had to hit that one, otherwise it was going to hit him. See if I can try to get, I think we got some other emails I didn't get to. Daryl Rogers, he's checking in on T-Reed Sports. He sent hello. Tim Rascal down in Montgomery, Alabama's ball 4 is going to bring in another run. 3rd walk. And that will end the afternoon for Jack Lester. We'll keep it here. Let's see if we can get to some more emails. Tim Rascal, who was here in person. He's on call with Delta Airlines today. Unable to be up here today. Brady Davis will come on. I'll tell you about Brady here shortly. Let me see if I got through all of my emails. That is it. Tim Rascal, Daryl Rogers, Stacy Plummer, mother of Drew Plummer. Glad I always get good emails. I mean, it's I'd hate to be looking at those emails and saying that people have real nasty comments. Thankfully, I have not had that. And for those of you that turn your volume down, you're not hearing this anyway, but I appreciate you not sending in a nasty email to me. Just watch it. That's all you got to do. If you don't like the broadcast, you can just turn the volume down. Just like ESPN, only totally different in our broadcast. Brady Davis is a 5'11", 165-pound freshman right-hander out of Clarksville, Tennessee, as we have a Summit Concrete call to the bullpen here in the top of the 7th inning. He's a business major, the son of Rodney and Ryan Davis, brother to Faith, grandson of Grandpa and Grammy, they're both in Clarksville, Tennessee. Davis on for his 11th appearance of the year. Sorry about that. Had the crowd mic up there as Brady's song is being played. 17 2/3 innings of work. He has one save, a 3-1 record. This is not a save opportunity and no decision that he could get. 23 hits, 16 runs, 14 of those earned, walked 6, struck out 14. He has plunked 7 batters. So be careful in there. Ben Sills, who led off the inning with a strikeout. And a bat with the bases loaded, and the potential continue the game run is on at third base. That is Wyatt Gateline. VolState led 14-0 coming into this inning. 4 runs, all unearned at this point. I think that at this point, Brady Davis could, if he gave up a run, it would be earned to him. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Whereas number 23 was number 46 in the fall. So he got his numbered cut in half. Nice backhand stop there by Menendez on the breaking pitch. Four runs in the inning on 2 hits. 3 walks in the inning and a hit batter. Swinging a foul tip. The big runner that got aboard, though, was on a strikeout. Pitch in the dirt. Menendez's throw pulled Goolsby off of first base. That would have been the second out of the inning. The third out would have been Dylan Johnson's strikeout. There's going to be a base hit out to right center field, and we're going to continue playing baseball. Thrain picks it up. Throw to the plate is not in time. That's a 2-run single for Ben Sills. Those runs are charged to Jack Lester. Wyatt Hurt moves over to third. Runners now at the corners. Wyatt Jones struck out, reached first base. On the air, stands in. Swings at another pitch in the dirt, similar to what happened as to how he reached the first time. So after what would have been the third out, which was the second out, the strikeout of Dylan Johnson, the leadoff batter, single by J.J. Odom, a bases clearing double by Hunter Williams. As there's another strikeout, and a throw down to first is successful this time, and that's a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout to end the inning. It's the first strikeout for Davis, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th, up 14-6.
Take the step. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Take the step, the one you've always wanted to a better you and a brighter future. Choose a path to create, innovate, or educate. A path to your career. One that builds you as a person, or one where you build for the people of the future. Choose a path to save lives or check eyes, to study the human body, soul, and mind, to fight crime both in person or online, to code the market, or be an entertainment rock star. Take the step to your full potential, to everything you've dreamed of. Take the step here, there, and eventually everywhere. With the pros of the profession, the Grammy winners, the commercial producers, the engineers, the doctors. Life is full of steps. so why not make yours count? This is us. This is VolState.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We move to the bottom of the seventh. VolState gave up 6 runs in the top of the seventh inning to allow Cumberland to stay in the ball game. VolState needs 2 runs here in the bottom of the seventh to end it early. Cooper Wallace going to get another at-bat. He's going to be followed by Abe Goolsby and Gage Hoover. Ethan Greer back out on the mound for Cumberland delivers a strike to Wallace. He doubled into right center field, dumped one in right in front of Ben Sills, the right fielder. That's Wallace's 3rd hit of the year. Now hitting .375. Came in hitting .286. This is his 7th game of the year. 3 for 8. That was his first extra base hit. Pops this one up on the left side over as J.J. Odom. He's going to call off Jones and make the catch for out number 1. Gillsby delivered an RBI fly out, a sacrifice fly in the 5th. Stands in. See his mom, Molly, is here. Pitch he sees is down low. Gabe came in leading the club in hitting. .667, 2 for 3. With that sacrifice fly, that batting average goes nowhere. Brody Prairie came in at .400. His goes down. Flew out. 2 plate appearances, also walked, did Brody. Gilby got a chance to raise a .667 up to a .750 as that one's 3-0 pitches floated in there for a called strike. Gabe, normally an aggressive hitter. Let's see if he goes after anything close to the plate here on the 3-1. He will, and he'll foul it off. Full count Ministries, full count. Get you a pitch to hit right here, Gabe. Do something with it. Pretty close pitch, tough to take, but he did and draws the walk. First walk of the game for Greer, who's the 4th pitcher on for Cumberland. Hunter Brown started the game, touched up for 5 runs in the first. Jaron Kaiser, 2 innings of work, give up 1 hit, 2 runs. Gage Hoover steps in. He could end it. He already has a home run. He had a 2-run homer in the 4th. He hits his 10th of the year. This ball game will be over. Ryan Judd pitched the 4th and the 5th innings. 7 hits, 6 runs. Now Ethan Greer in his 2nd inning of work. 2-0 count to Gage Hoover, with Gillsby leading off a first. Ground ball foul past Jim McGuire down in that 3rd base coach's box. 4th year with the Pioneers. Jim McGuire. Lucas Wilburn, 1st year volunteer assistant coach. He's down at first base. Trevor Mootsie, the 1st year pitching coach for the Pioneers. Fastball misses out. Full count Ministries, full count. Looking back at the games that VolState and Cumberland have played against each other, the only game that Cumberland has won was in the fall. VolState had a 7. That pitch sails high and Hoover's going to walk. had a 7-3 lead over Cumberland in the top of the ninth inning, and they scored 6 runs in the top of the ninth and won that game 9-7 back in the fall of 2023. The only time in the 4 years that I've been here is there's base hit by Devin Thrain in the left field. That's his 4th of the game, and that's going to be another RBI single as Abe Gillsby comes in to score. 3rd RBI of the day for Thrain. He's 4 for 5. And now the winning run is on at second base. That's Gage Hoover. As Tucker Lorenz stands in for his second plate appearance. Can be a walk-off hero. Lorenz flew out to deep right center field in his first at-bat. And he's going to pop this one up. That should get out of play. That hit, I'm glad that young lady sat up. That might have just been the difference between her getting hit on the backside. That ball hit right on her seat. She got up, looked up in the air. 0-1 pitch. It's fouled again. This one catches the top of the screen on home plate. Gavin King started the game for VolState, his first collegiate appearance on the mound. 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs. Walked 3, struck out 11. A lot of scouts that were in attendance here. I think there were college scouts as well as some pro scouts. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Looked like Greer took something off of that. That is the second out. First strikeout of the game for Greer as J.C. Menendez has a chance to be the hero. 2 outs, winning run at second base. All stayed up 15-6. Menendez got plunked right in the left hip and got fisted there, grounds to short. J.J. Odom throws it in the dirt, and that's going to be the ball game. Menendez is going to reach, and coming in to score is Gage Hoover. This game is over, and this one belongs to the Pioneers. Not exactly a great way to win the game as Menendez reaches on an error. And Hoover comes in to score the 16th run of the day for VolState. 2 runs on 1 hit. And 1 big error. And VolState ends it early. Cumberland played pretty good defense most of the day. That last play right there by J.J. Odom, though, ended it. 16-6 is the final. If the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard is correct, 16 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. As the boys in the press box are leaving, Jaden Perez, Kobe Ross, and Alec Tromke. Tromke is about as fast as he can get out of here. It's almost like he's in jail, and it's a get-out-of-jail-free card. But now I'm left alone all to myself up here in the press box. As you see Coach McGuire out talking to the assistant coaches, the head coach for the JV, Antonio Costas, former right-hander here at VolState. He and Drew Moorhead right now with the lead in saves in the last, I think, 7 years or so. Most saves by a VolState pitcher. That young man right there, Antonio Costas. And Drew Moorhead right now. VolState wins this midweek game. It's only a 9-inning game scheduled, but finished it in 7 innings. 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for Cumberland. Winning pitcher Gavin King will move to 1-0 on the season. Gets his first collegiate victory. Losing pitcher Hunter Brown don't have a record for him. No save in the game, as there's no live stats being prepared, so I'll have to get with Coach McGuire, and we'll have to go over my score sheet and his notes that he's made to get the stats put in the book. We'll try to have that done by late this evening, I would guess. VolState will travel to Harriman, Tennessee on Friday. Stay tuned. Talk to your players, your grandson, your son, to make sure there's a possibility, due to some weather, that the games could be moved to Saturday, Sunday. There's, I think, about a 30-something% chance of rain in Harriman on Friday, so it looks like a much lower chance on Saturday and Sunday. VolState, no midweek game next week between Roane State and Walter State, but that series is scheduled for Thursday and Friday, since that is Easter week. So that will obviously be dependent on weather as well. A midweek game following Easter, that's at Vincennes, Indiana. I will not travel to that. And then the final series of the year is down in Jackson on April 25th and 26th. I am planning on traveling for that. So one more home series. That's 3 games against one of the top teams in the country, Walter State Senators. And we'll be here for that. Hopefully, if you're able to make it in for sophomore day to see your son or grandson or nephew or neighbor or whoever, see them play in their final games here at Pioneer Field. The conference tournament is going to be held in Chattanooga, Tennessee this year. That's May 2nd through the 7th or 8th this year. So let's get to our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. I don't think there's a question as to who that's going to be. Gavin King, his debut. 11 strikeouts is your Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. Gets his first win. No runs, 2 hits. And Gavin King is your Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. Toyota of Gallatin, located right across the eastern entrance here at 1435 Nashville Pike, right across from VolState. Donated scoreboards for baseball, softball, and basketball. Thanks to General Manager Eric Carr, General Sales Manager Jake Thompson. I'd like to personally thank my salesman, Wayne Hobdy, and one of the very sweetest people you ever meet in your life is Emily Smith in their service department. She is one of the 3 daughters of longtime friends of mine, Tony and Kim Smith. And if you need service on your vehicle, go see Emily right across the street. Tell her Tim Reese sent you, and she will take care of you. VolState gets its 28th win of the year against 13 defeats. Let's get to our Toyota of Gallatin, or our Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Got that coming out of 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 9. We're in our reading today. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 says, God is faithful, who has called you into fellowship with his Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. The Apostle Paul writing to the church at Corinth, reminding them that who is the faithful one? It is God the Father. It's brought to you by Full Count Ministries. We'll be using some Full Count Ministries broadcast equipment this weekend at Roane State. So mix in some VolState equipment with some Full Count Ministries equipment as I go on the road. And I appreciate the folks over there at Full Count Ministries, Josh Carmen, John Smithson, Reed Glover, allow me to use their equipment that I use in the summer program, the summer collegiate program. And we'll start our 5th year there with Full Count Rhythm this summer at the end of May. That'll do it from Pioneer Field here at the Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. As you see, the players finish with their meeting with Coach McGuire, and they're getting the field ready. As I said, some rain coming in tomorrow, but we won't have action back in a real game here at Pioneer Field until Walter State will come in on April 17th on Thursday, so a week from tomorrow. And hopefully we won't have any more bad weather come in to knock down signs and tear down the screen out there in center field and knock the tarp off the field. Big day for Devin Thrain. Don't want to not mention him. 4 hits in 5 plate appearances, 3 RBIs. Gage Hoover had a 2-run home run. Also reached base on a walk and a hit by pitch. Reed Mashinsky with a double. Cooper Wallace with a double in that second hole slot. Home run and a double by Brady Nepper, 2 for 4 in the game against his former teammates at Cumberland Junior College. And Scotty Dean with a 3-run home run in the first inning, his 3rd of the year. So big days at the plate for VolState. I do have them with 15 hits on the day. Well, that'll take care of it here at Pioneer Field. It's been my pleasure to bring you more VolState baseball. For Dr. Wendy Tossenson, the president of Volunteer State, athletic director Bobby Hudson, and head coach Jim McGuire, this is Tim Reese. Signing off on April 9th, the half birthday of my 5-year-old grandson, Eli Reese. He's 5.5 today. Happy birthday, buddy. He's coming back home from a Disney cruise and a day at Disney World yesterday. Be good to see him and his little sister Lucy here maybe tomorrow or Friday. That'll take care of it right here at Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. I'll talk to you hopefully in Harriman, Tennessee on Friday. You've been listening to the VolState Sports Network.